Instagram laid all its cards on the table when CEO Adam Mosseri revealed in his latest article some of the biggest unknowns on the network, how the algorithm works. So, how does Instagram rank your content? Does the number of followers matter? What about engagement? In today's video, we will analyze Mosseri's article and how you can implement tactics that work in your favor. Hello Metrocooler, my name is Aniston, and I am back, by no surprise, with another video about what's going on in the social media world. In recent years, Instagram's algorithm has been one of the biggest enemies for social media managers, content creators, and marketers, often blaming this for lack of reach or engagement. But as the saying goes, if you can't beat the enemy, join him. Luckily, Adam Mosseri has gifted us with some of the keys to making this just a little bit easier. So let's start from the beginning. What is the Instagram algorithm? Instagram's algorithm is a set of rules that decides what content will appear on users' feed and in what order they will rank this content. But what does the Instagram algorithm base this decision on? This is where the kicker comes in. As Mosseri already pointed out in 2021, Instagram doesn't use a centralized algorithm to control the entire app. Instead, they break it up by sections. So there's a series of algorithms that are used in, say, the feed or explore page or stories that classify and order the content. But what does this mean? This means that what's important, for example, say the feed, isn't necessarily as important for stories. But let's analyze this in depth, section by section. Let's start with the feed, which, as you know, is personalized content based off your interest and what's recommended through Instagram and ads. Ideally, you want to create a balance in your feed of people you follow and content recommended by Instagram. To do this, they use what they call signals, which I will tell you about in order of importance. First of all, your activity on the social network. This is the content you like, share, save, comment on. This is any content that you interact with. For example, if Instagram sees that you interact with image feed posts mostly, then they will prioritize this content. And next, speaking of posts, what information does Instagram collect about posts? Instagram measures everything from how quickly you commented on a post to the location of the post. That's why posting at times when your followers are more active can help you reach a larger audience. You can view this data in Instagram's dashboard for business accounts and find account analytics, and then total followers and scroll to the bottom. You can also view this in Metricool by filtering the best hours in the calendar. The best thing with this is you can schedule your content for when your followers are more active. And if you don't have a Metricool account, make sure to follow the link in the description so you can create your free account. Thirdly, the algorithm is based on the information of the person who posts the content. This means that Instagram determines the importance of the account based on activity in the last few weeks. So basically, yes, popularity does matter on Instagram. And to finish, your interaction history with other users is also taken into account. Instagram analyzes how important content is to you based off of the content that you've interacted with. For example, if you commented on a user's post, this signals the algorithm that this content is of importance to you. So how does Instagram sort your feed? That is, how does it decide what content to feature at the top versus the bottom? In this, there are 5 interaction types taken into account, which are how long the user looks at the post before immediately scrolling past it, if they've liked it, commented on it, shared it, and if they click on the user's profile picture. So what can you do to appear in your followers' feed? First, you can optimize your profile with an accurate username, an attention-grabbing picture, and a well-categorized bio that appears to the right audience. Also, you can create content that elicits a conversation or engagement, such as this carousel that we posted about how to use AI effectively on social media. And make sure to check out the masterclass that we did on this topic, where you can jot down a million ideas. Now that we've covered the feed, let's go to one of my favorite sections of Instagram, stories. If there's a place to show the candid side of your work, stories is the place. Here, Instagram has it clear. Those user stories that you watch and interact with are more likely to be positioned at the front of your stories feed. How can you achieve this? Accepting that not everything goes on Instagram stories, focus on creating engaging content without falling into the knot. And if it didn't work for Taylor and Maddie Healy, it might not work for your Instagram account either. And with stories, don't just post for the sake of posting. Show the reality of your day-to-day, go behind the scenes of the last reel you recorded, share something about your brand that your followers don't know, or ask them a question through a poll or question box. Let's move on to the Explore page, the section for users to find accounts and content from users that they don't already follow. Instagram uses the same criteria as the feed to decide what content to feature in the Explore page. But what does this mean? If your content appeals to your followers, it will appear to similar users and vice versa. For example, if you are a tattoo artist and one of your reels just blew up, then those people who are interacting with similar content will probably find your content on the Explore page. So focus on your strategy and analyze what's working and what isn't. You can do this through Instagram's metrics or using a tool like Metricool for a deep dive into Instagram analytics and how your content is performing. And finally, we have made it to the Reels section where news and entertainment takes precedence. As in the Explore page, most of the content in Reels is from accounts that you don't follow. Interactions are once again key to positioning your content in this section. The more likely a user is to share the video, like it, save it, comment on it, the more likely this content will appear in the section. Our advice: create dynamic and entertaining content. Explain how to make a crepe in 30 seconds instead of 2 minutes. Add optimized titles, keywords, and elemental graphics like arrows and GIFs. Now, I can't end this video without talking about a topic that always looms: the Instagram shadow ban. Adam Mosseri has debunked this myth multiple times, but if you want to learn more about it, make sure to click on the link in the description. What Mosseri does say is Instagram will not position content that violates the community standards on the social network. Well, Metricooler, you have the keys to unlock all the potentials on Instagram. Are you ready to take them to your content plan? As we have mentioned before, for your content to stand out, it's essential to analyze the performance of content. I will leave a video to explain how to measure your strategy from scratch. If you have any questions, make sure to leave them in the comments. And if you liked this video, make sure to give it a like and subscribe to our channel. Until the next video, Metricooler.